welcome to the Oliver House in Bisbee. My name's Kayla, I'm the caretaker here. A little history about the place. It was built in 1908 by Henry and Edith Oliver. Started off as kind of offices and spaces for executives. Didn't quite work out that way, so then it became a boarding house for miners. So back in the heyday of Bisbee when the miners were active, things got a little rowdy, a lot of saloons. We'll take you up to room 13, and they'll show you one of the biggest stories everyone knows about Bisbee.
Awesome. Okay.
So, room 13, back in the 1920s, actually it was in 1920, local guy named Nat Anderson became quite popular around town. You know, would go to the saloons, you went to all the social gatherings, spent money, everyone loved him. But he also racked up a bit of a gambling debt.
Uh-oh.
And came home one day. Now there's conflicting stories about what happened, but the commonly agreed is he came home, he was staying in room 13 up here. One of the guys he owed money to came looking for his money. Dad said, I don't have it. That was the wrong answer. 3 shots came out, 1 in the head, 1 grazed him, and 1 got him in the back. Fell out the door, and then died here on the landing.
Wow.
So,
okay.
They say his ghost is still here waiting for people to find out who his killer is.
Damn, okay.
So that's up here in room 13. Of course, room 13. But it's changed quite a bit since the days.
Wow.
So back in the day, you wouldn't have had the tub, the sink, the fit. So back when this place was originally built, it only had 2 bathrooms for the only house. So a lot of the times we have extra bathrooms in the rooms, they were done after the fact.
Okay.
Hence the tub. But one of the things we do have is a copy of the original newspaper article.
Oh, wow.
And then also the original key. And then a little black and white of what the halls would have looked like back then. Something that was commonly... So there's a lot of conflicting reports about what actually happened. The only thing that was agreed on is that there were 3 shots fired. But the strange thing is no one report hearing any of the doors closed of somebody leaving.
Okay.
So they put up a big reward. Obviously, he was a popular guy, thinking somebody would turn in his killer. Nothing.
Nobody ever did?
Yeah.
Wow.
So, that's the big story. So that's the one that attracts everyone.
Yeah.
Another story. So there's 26 confirmed deaths here over the course of its 115 years history.
Yeah.
Ironically enough, the address is 26 Souls Avenue.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Go figure, right?
Yeah.
So 13 of those deaths happened in one go. And I believe it was actually here in room 13. This was in the 1930s. There was a sheriff's deputy and his wife. He was in town. They were staying here. The sheriff had to go out for a training or something like that. While he was gone, his wife was doing a little bit of a, shall we say, training herself.
Okay.
Deputy came home a little bit too early, caught them both in bed. Oof. Pulled out a service pistol, shot both of them, and then proceeded to go down the stairs, shoot everyone in the parlor and in the hallway on the way out.
Wow.
And then he ended up taking his own life down in the San Pedro River. So that was 13 deaths in a row. So then there's a few others, and I can go grab the key and show you about room 11. There is allegedly the spirit of an old lady who had passed away there.
Okay.
And she gets a little angry if you move her rocking chair.
Ooh.
Nice. We have the rocking chair here. And it's kind of like a kitschy thing. So
yeah, that's
as
cool.
a caretaker, I actually live here. Now, I haven't experienced anything that I can't explain away with the fact that it's a 115-year-old building.
Okay.
We have people come in and they put up, we got all sorts of EMF stuff. It's 115 years old. This building's been rewired like 100 times, I would be surprised if you didn't get any EMF stuff.
Yeah.
Like, some of the windows will start rocking. Well, people are walking, the floors creak,
yeah.
It's drafty. So nothing that I can't explain with it's just a 115-year-old building. But it has character. And what I will say is everyone who stays here, and we had a couple staying here, say they get some of the best sleep they've ever had. So if the ghosts are here, they seem happy with us.
They seem quiet.
Yeah,
That's cool.
Yeah, so the new owners of this place, 2 of my best friends, and that's kind of what brought me down here. And they kind of had the idea of making it Disney's Haunted Mansion meets Harry Potter. But one of the things with these suitcases, eventually we're going to get them stacked up all the way up to the ceiling. And we're going to try and get name tags, find the names of the people who've passed here. So for all the souls who've checked in but never checked out. Oh. And kind of like a little in memoriam for them.
That's really cool.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's go up to room 11. All right, right, so here we're in room 11, and this is one of the other alleged spirits that haunt the place. Like I said, I've never experienced it, but some people say sometimes at night that chair will start rocking on its own. Story goes that there was an old woman who just passed away of old age, and when they say they're in this room, they feel calm.
It actually does feel pretty calming in here. I'm not gonna lie.
Right? Yeah, I mean it's something we've really strived since since we took it over is to make it comfortable.
Yeah.
You know, make it a homey feel. You know, some of these rooms they look like you're staying at your grandma's house.
It does. Yeah, it totally looks like that.
So yeah. So that's
cool.
the story with room 11.
I'll get a close up of this chair.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the mine that we just left, right? Down over there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's cool is right over there, you can see where that cliff is, where
Oh.
it kind of looks dark. It kind of
Yeah.
looks like a cat sitting.
Yeah.
That's like a vent shaft to the mine.
Right, okay. Nice.
It's burnt down a couple times. So if you see on that ridge right there where you see a lot of flat what looks like terraces,
Yeah.
that used to be houses.
Oh, okay.
And then right here in that little gulch where you have all these paving stones.
Yeah.
So it's this guy's basically yard now, but also used to be houses there.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're all burnt down to the ground, basically.
Yeah. But Robert's house is actually that blue house right there. That house has actually been here even since before this hotel.
Wow.
So, the fires, they don't always just, roll through and burn everything, but yeah, so during its payday, it was like, what was it, like 126 some saloons, brothels, gambling houses. So during its peak, its heyday, when the mine was roaring, this was the biggest city between St. Louis and San Francisco.
Wow. Okay.
And that was even before Arizona was even a state.
Yeah.
So you have to think about now, its population is just under 5,000, but back in its day, like official population 10,000, but they were saying that closer to like 30,000-40,000 people living here.
So it went down a lot.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think during like the 80s and 70s and 80s, where like after the mines closed and all the hippies and artists moved in, at that point it got back up to around 10,000. But for the last 20 years, it's been hovering right around 5,000.
Wow. Okay.
Because even in the old days too, they had tunnels that came out from the mines to go up into the bars and up into the brothel houses.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is that tunnel at the Grand? Because when I did an investigation at the Bisbee Grand Hotel, and the guy lifted up the floor, and we went into the floor.
Yeah.
So that's probably part of one of the
Yeah, I mean,
tunnels.
it's
then.
probably blocked off now, but if you go out by the Carrick right underneath, you'll see like a little tunnel, and they have like a little mannequin there and a display.
Okay.
But even if you go right where you turn off and enter into the brewery, you'll see where they got like a big opening, and you got big stay out, stay alive, because that was like one of the tunnels that people would take to walk to the mines to go to work.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Hey.
So,
And there's a tunnel that they still have. I mean, it's closed off, but it came up into the St. Elmo's.
yeah, so that's right, and they have that right behind the bar.
Oh.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah.
I can't remember what year it was. One of the tunnels collapsed
Oh.
in
Yeah.
the gulch, and it swallowed a car down into it.
Wow.
One of the tunnels, because there's tunnels all over outside of town and everything. There's still.
Yeah, I mean, underneath all these mountains is basically Swiss cheese.
That's what he said, huh?
Yeah, that's
He
exactly
said
what the guy said at the mine. That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, and like some of these, because you have to remember back in those days, everything was segregated. So you had that section over there on the backside of those mountains. That's where all the non-white people would live. 'Cause
Okay.
they had to live further away.
Yeah.
You know.
This.
Wait, no. Stops.
Does it?
No, look at the drop. It goes here and then it just completely stops. Or unless it turns this way under here. I don't know.
That's cool.
Let's walk a little. Maybe we'll see. Yeah, see? Look, it's like a funnel.
Oh, wow. Okay. Looks like a dam.
Yeah. Well, I guess it's blood.